It was an ordinary Wednesday afternoon when my wife's lawyer walked into my office, holding a brown envelope that would turn my entire life upside down. I had been married to Emma for 7 years, and though our relationship had grown distant lately, I never expected it to end like this. The lawyer's words were cold and rehearsed as he handed me the divorce papers, informing me that Emma wanted full ownership of our house and half of my business assets. My hands trembled as I opened the envelope, but I kept my composure in front of him. I thanked him politely, even managed a faint smile, though my mind was already spinning with questions and disbelief. That evening, as I sat in my office staring at the documents, I noticed something strange. Attached to one of the pages was a digital copy of our prenuptial agreement, or at least what was supposed to be it. But there was a difference. The signature on this version didn't look like mine. It was similar, yes, but slightly off, like someone had tried too hard to imitate it. My heart started pounding. I remembered that Emma once asked me to sign some insurance papers a year ago, and I had signed without reading much, trusting her completely. That trust now seemed foolish. I decided to play it smart. The next day, I invited her lawyer back to my office under the pretense of discussing a settlement. As he sat across from me, confident and smug, I slid an envelope across the table. Inside were copies of text messages between Emma and a man she had been seeing for months, messages she had accidentally backed up on our shared cloud account. Along with them were screenshots showing that the prenup had been digitally altered using a document editor. The lawyer's face went pale as he flipped through the evidence. He stammered something about confidentiality, but I could see the panic in his eyes. I didn't say much. I simply told him I would be submitting these documents to the court as proof of fraud and infidelity. The lawyer tried to negotiate, suggesting we could handle this quietly, but I was done being quiet. For months I had blamed myself for our failing marriage, but now I saw things clearly. I had been living with a stranger who was willing to destroy me for money. When the court date arrived, Emma looked nervous, her confidence gone. Her lawyer avoided eye contact with me, knowing exactly what was coming. My attorney presented the evidence calmly, piece by piece, and the judge's expression hardened with every document shown. Emma's case fell apart instantly. Not only did she lose her claim to my assets, but the judge also ordered her to pay my legal fees for attempting to commit fraud. As I walked out of the courtroom, a strange calm washed over me. I had loved her once deeply, but that chapter was over. The papers she sent me at work were meant to break me, yet they became the very thing that set me free. And as for her lawyer, the man who thought he could intimidate me, I gave him something far worse than anger, the truth. It ruined their case, and in a way, it gave me back my life.